at Brighton with their fans. This is what happened elsewhere in the Premier League today, a bumper day. So much action. And it was Manchester City that started it all off in a 6-goal thriller. They won at Crystal Palace. Aston Villa and Brentford, also 6 goals there. Such a scintillating draw. Big win for Everton, massive win for Newcastle, Luton as well. West Ham managing all 3 points, as have Arsenal to end off the night. Major showdown at Old Trafford tomorrow, especially from a Liverpool perspective, because this is what today's results mean in terms of the Premier League table. Liverpool started the day on top. They find themselves behind Arsenal in second position. The Gunners are 1 point clear at the top. The Reds obviously have to play that game tomorrow against the Red Devils. Manchester City had moved up, but of course that result sees them back into third. Aston Villa in fourth position still. But with that draw today, what does that mean for Tottenham, who are of course in action in the late game tomorrow? Let's look at the bottom of the Premier League, because there were some big results there, but the bottom 3 stay pretty much the same. Luton in 18th, Burnley 19th, and Sheffield United in 20th. Nottingham Forest, who play Spurs tomorrow, are in 17th position. Brentford 16th, and Everton move into 15th after that victory today.
To be honest, we didn't speak about it. We try to focus on ourselves, try to win the game. I think that's more important than look at the other games right now. Of course, we look at it, but I think right now it's not the moment to analyze something. Just win our matches and then see where that brings us.
Clearly, you've responded to that result. What message does that performance here tonight send out to your other challengers?
Yeah, I think we are ready for the challenge. We are there and we are up for it. I think you see it every week that everyone plays at the limit. I think we even maybe can play better, but you know, the attitude and the work rate of the boys is phenomenal, and everyone puts just everything into that game, and I think that's we are also that's successful right now.
There was a time in past seasons, and I know you were involved, that a 2-goal lead, maybe sometimes a 3-goal advantage, wasn't enough for Arsenal. How much has the game management improved?
I think a lot, especially our defending. I think especially the boys at the back, what they are doing right now is outstanding. And you know, everyone is involved in that, the players up front as well. We try to get the ball high up the pitch, but you know, the way they defend the box is incredible, and I think credit to the team for their defending, but yeah, we have to keep on going. Next big game is waiting during the week, and yeah, we are ready for it.
To say would probably like that to be the case. Alan Smith, the former Arsenal title winner himself. We've been talking about the way they did it with control, Alan, before you got here. But can you ask actually any more of an away performance than that we saw from Arsenal today?
Yeah, it was a complete performance, wasn't it, Dave? I thought. I know Brighton haven't been in amongst the goals lately, but their home form shows that they're still a serious proposition. And obviously there were moments in the first half when it could have gone either way sometimes. But no, they were so impressive defensively right through the team. I gave Kai Havertz man of the match because I think he probably typified it, the way he defended, helped out. They all gave a proper team performance today, and that's the way it's been for most of this season. Defensively, they've been excellent.
But they seem to have to wrestle for control at the start of the game. Brighton certainly came out the traps very quickly. How did they do that? By sticking together, defending as a team, doing what they've done for most of this season. They boast the best record, don't they? They know they're going to come to places like this and be under the cosh at times, but you've just got to come through it, haven't you? I mean, they started brilliantly, the Gunners. They could have had 3 goals in the first 5 or 10 minutes, and they didn't. But like all the top sides, City, Liverpool, they don't let that put them off. They just keep the composure, keep going, and in the confidence that they're going to have enough to win the game. It's almost as impressive with the goal scoring, isn't it? The fact they are keeping these repetitive clean sheets, 5 away from home now, on the bounce for the first time since 1997. It's an incredible run of form that, who knows, could take them all the way to the title. Bukayo Saka is edging closer to us. Come on, Bukayo. He was perhaps in some ways a surprise name on the Arsenal team sheet today. Congratulations, Bukayo. Thank you so much for joining us. Give us your reaction to that, and what's the mood like in the changing room right now?
Yeah, inside we're all buzzing. You know, we know what the win takes us back on top. So we're happy, and yeah, to come here after playing 3 days ago as well, I'm really happy for all the boys. We put in another top performance and we're building momentum.
Was it touch and go for you to actually make it today?
Yeah, so I was struggling, but as long as I have 2 legs, I'm going to give everything, and I just want to be on the pitch, so I'm happy to be out there today.
Was it tough, particularly in the first half?
Yeah, at times, you know, Brighton are really good, especially at home. You know, their biggest strength is playing up from the back, and sometimes they get out and you have to sprint back. But I felt we defended really well, like we have been this season.
Bukayo, I want to ask you a question, right? When you step up to take a penalty, your thought process leading up to it, you know, can you just talk people through what you do? Because obviously in the summer, what happened, of course, to yourself, you've been a penalty taker for Arsenal since day one now, and I just want to know your thought process when you step up there, you're focused. What are you thinking right now?
Yeah, so I have my routine, and I always know normally where I'm going since yesterday. So for me, just put the ball on the spot, do my usual routine, take a breath, relax, and execute. And I think it's been a success for me, obviously.
How much do you practice that routine?
Well, I practice every day before the match. So yeah, it's just basically once or twice a week, really.
Is it muscle memory now then for you?
I wouldn't say I'm the perfect taker.
Well, that was side netting, that one.
Yeah, it was nice. I practiced that yesterday, and that's exactly how it went yesterday. So practice makes perfect, I guess.
I'm really interested in Theo's question as well about the mental side of it, because I don't want to, put dark clouds in your thoughts, but this stage last season was the West Ham game.
Oh, yeah,
and you remember what happened then. That was 7 games to go. Your penalty was saved. West Ham got themselves back in the game, and it was crucial points dropped. Since then, for Arsenal, you've scored every time you've stepped up. So how much has it taken, that mental work, to get to that place? Yeah,
I think penalties is a lot mental. Obviously, I've learnt my lesson from the sport. And yeah, I think since then I've just been trying to work hard. Like I said, I always put in a lot of work to perfect my penalties, and yeah, I'm happy that recently I've been scoring them. So I hope I can continue to score like that.
Bukayo, what's the difference from this season to last season for you in this final push of the season? Yeah,
so last season was not great. It's not great to think about it, but it was great in the terms where we learned our lesson. Games like this, we need to put to bed. I feel like in these last few games, we're defending so well, clean sheets. Last season, we weren't so well. We were conceding late goals, and then we have to defend, and then the fans are on top of us. So yeah, I feel this year we feel more comfortable. I feel the team is better, and yeah, I feel like we're ready for each game to win.
Do you think the defensive mindset, we saw celebrations of stopping shots and obviously those saves as well, actually sometimes is more important than scoring. Is that defensive mentality really setting you apart from last season then?
Yeah, I think it is. From the keeper to the striker, you saw Kai today, how hard he's working, all the wingers as well, If we keep a clean sheet, with the quality we have, normally we're going to score. So that's the mentality we have.
There are some big games to come, not just in the Premier League. Is there still an unknown for you and this Arsenal team with how you're going to handle these huge Champions League quarterfinals that are coming up, and maybe semi-finals after that as well?
Yeah, we know how we're going to handle it. There's only one way, We put 11 players on the pitch who are ready to go full gas from 0 to 90, and we go to win. I think that's the mentality we have to have, and yeah, we're all excited for Tuesday already.
Arsenal fans are certainly excited, Bukayo. Should they be getting excited right now?
I mean, of course they should. We're in a great position, so yeah, we just need to continue.
We won't push you any further than that. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Thank
well
you.
done tonight.
And
good luck in the week against Bayern.
Yeah.
Theo, I want to ask you, by, I have to say, most of the Brighton fans around us, because it seemed there was contact in the challenge from Tariq Lamptey. Karen, you go first on this. What do you think?
I think it is a penalty. I think they tried to get him, Jesus, 1v1 a long time, and as soon as he's in there, yes, I think he gets contact on the ball, but it's not enough from Lamptey for me, because Jesus can get onto the other end of it. He kind of flicks it up and he's in, and I think Lamptey's going in, he's dangling his leg out. That gives the referee an opportunity. I don't think it's enough of a contact on the ball, so therefore I think it is a penalty.
Was there to support him as well, slow it down. He comes in a bit too fast. We always say to players, slow down when you go into the area. He's a bit too fast, a bit rash, and I totally agree, it's a penalty.
I mean, it's brilliant from Jesus to flick it over in the first place, Dave, but Just took his top of his shin as well, so yeah.
So a penalty ward, and remember it was this stage last season when Bukayo Saka had a penalty saved at West Ham in a crucial game that saw Arsenal drop points. He's so cool, Theo, from the spot now.
Do you know what's so impressive about him as well? Because obviously what happened in the Euros as well to himself, but he's just constantly just taking penalties as well, and it's so cool, calm. I mean, it's such a great spot there, and he sends the keeper the wrong way, and there's no doubt, to be honest, and it was it's what Arsenal needed, because they felt the first 10-15 minutes was quite tough for them to get into the game, but that goal just eased down the nerves now, I feel.
But Brighton have certainly played their part. Big save from David Raya just before the half-time whistle count, and how important could this prove to be?
Yeah, it was a brilliant save, because Ncisco, he's kind of chopping, stopping, starting, and the defenders don't know what he's going to do, and that also affects Raya in goal, but it's a strong arm, he palms it away. Yeah, it's a great save, but there is a threat from Brighton, and they have to be mindful of that in the defence, Arsenal.
Arsenal lead 1-0 at Brighton. Bukayo Saka from the penalty spot, giving them that lead at half-time. Thoughts on the first 45?
Very happy with the first half, their performance. I think they deserve to lead the score. The only thing I'm just annoyed is they should have scored more goals. They have so many opportunities to score, and then they missed it. So the game is not over yet, but they're controlling, they have the possession of the ball, so everything is green for the moment.
How did you see the first 45?
In control, total control. A lot of touches in the opposition box as well for Arsenal. I think, yeah, they're really... I would worry, because I know how Brighton can counter-attack. They're trying to operate down the right-hand side and cause Arsenal problems, but at the moment you have to say they're managing the game so well. They don't look tired. They do not 1 minute look nervous. You know, everyone talked about maybe nervous because Man City have won this morning. The pressure is on them. Yes, the pressure's on them, but it doesn't look like it, Manu, doesn't it? They really are dealing with it at the moment, Arsenal.
Let's look at the biggest talking points of the first 45 minutes, which was the penalty incident. Of course, it's Lamptey on Jesus. For both of you, you said immediately penalty.
Yes, no doubt. No doubt. I mean, he knows where he wants to come on his right side. That's where you want Martinelli. He's sitting on a bench, but I think Jesus has done well. He's held the ball up well for him. When he cuts inside there, it's just a nailed-on penalty. Yes, there's a little touch of the ball there, but once you kick someone on their standing foot and it knocks him to the floor, it's not as if that contact wouldn't knock him over. It actually knocks him over, so it's in the box and it's a penalty.
I think it's about defending from Lamptey, because he didn't have to do that. Especially when you are in the penalty area, just slightly contact, you know that it can be a penalty. So he should have, control, the movement of Jesus instead of trying to make a contact on him.
Yeah, and then the penalty, Bukayo Saka stepped up to take the penalty. It's remarkable that they've scored all 10 of their penalties this season.
Odegaard gets the ball again, so obviously the goalkeeper's there concentrating on where Odegaard sticks his pens, and then he throws the ball to Bukayo Saka, and he never, ever looked like he was going to miss. It was fantastic. Even if the goalkeeper goes the right way, no chance of saving that.
You mentioned, Manu, that Arsenal had a couple of chances before that. Let's look at them very, very early on. Gabriel had one.
That's the first minute of the game. And you could argue that when you start the game, sometimes, it takes a few minutes to enter definitely into the game. But it was a very easy header from him.
And these are some of the other chances that Arsenal had during
Ben White's pass there was fantastic. You would fancy Saka to score there. He'd be very disappointed with that, but they should be miles ahead at the moment, Arsenal. They really have dominated the football match. And Saka, again, he finds the right passes. Question for me, though, whether the penalty on Ben White, he gets brought down. You watch him here. If you watch Ben White going into the penalty area there, he gets kicked. And it comes out of Jesus. You think he would score. That's a very good save from the goalkeeper. But they should be further ahead.
It didn't start like this, though. Brighton actually had Arsenal under the cosh very early on. They have a game plan. What is it?
Well, I think they don't exist, Brighton. They try to exist, but they cannot. They try to build a game from behind. They try, to spy, the Gunners in their own half, but it doesn't work, because I think Arsenal are more intelligent in terms of movement, compensation, movement, and everything. So they should bring something more in the second half, especially the fighting spirit. Try to level up, the mentality on the pitch.
I mean, Arsenal have got an aggressive press on there, and they're brave. They will continue playing out this way, and they want to come down the right-hand side because they see Zinchenko as the weak link defensively, and he absolutely is. I mean, he's a good footballer. He wants to play inside. He doesn't want to defend, and 1v1, He certainly doesn't. But they want to play. Look how brave they are in possession. This is a danger.
Look at the pressure.
Look, the pressure's in there. But I think the longer the game goes...
I'm Derek Ray. I'm joined for commentary by former Arsenal fullback Lee Dixon. And without doubt, a match with the potential to bring genuine excitement. It's Luton Town taking on Chelsea.
Hi, Derek. Thank you. Well, both managers will be reminding their players how important...
Well, it could be on for him here. Is it going to be? Keeper getting the touch. And it's gone behind for the corner. Over it comes. Did his job defensively. And they'll get ready for the throw-in. Pearson. So after that, a goal kick it'll be. Well, pick your adjective where Hakim Ziyech is concerned. Explosive, I think, might be an approach. Can they take the lead here? And mistimed the run, sadly. That's offside. Throw-ins given. This looks promising.
Well, it's the care and attention, all that works.
And a blunder by the keeper. Werner. Promising attack, but his timing was off. Well, they've lost possession of the ball. Nicely cut out. Oh, that's an interesting pass. Ziyech. In it goes. An early goal. No wonder they're celebrating.
Well, as we look at this again, the keeper's every right to ask where his back line was, but 2v1 in the end. He's thinking now, is he going to pass or go round me? He's got no chance.
Well, real difficulty keeping the ball. Ball's gone.